Welcome to Music Matters Podcast with Daryl Craig Harris, talking about all things music with celebrities, artists, music business insiders, and more.
Aanika Pai, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
Awesome. And then what's your father's name?
His name is Avinash.
Avinash. Hey, Avinash, how you doing?
Hello, Ms. Harris. I'm fine, thank you.
So I found you, as many have, on your social media pages because you have some very popular guitar playing videos. You're such a great player. You're 11 years old. I think maybe I discovered you when you were even 10 years old. I don't know. It's been a little while now. And then, so you are in Los Angeles, or actually Anaheim now, because you're going to be coming to the NAMM Show.
Yes, I am.
So that must be exciting. Is this the first time you've been to the United States?
Yeah, it's my first time to the United States as well as NAMM. Yeah.
Awesome. And where do you guys? I know you're UK, but where do you live in the UK?
We live in Gibraltar, which is a British overseas territory.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Most Americans are. We've all heard of Gibraltar, but we're not sure exactly where that is. So tell me, how did you get started playing guitar? How old were you when you first started playing?
Yeah, so I was 8 when I first started, and my parents signed me up for piano lessons and classical guitar. So yeah, I did that for a while, but I mean, I found guitar so much more, like, it was more fun to play. And then after a while, I got my electric guitar, my first electric guitar, and I used this app called Musician. So I used that for a while, and then my dad suggested that we get a tutor for me. So yeah, so my tutor is Mr. Sumit Ramachandran. So I still use him now. Yes.
Awesome. And you, we actually have a mutual friend, Kiko Lorio, who used to be the guitar player for Megadeth in a band called Angra. And I know you take classes with him too. Is that online or?
Well, so he has this, what is it?
It's a guitar school. So Kiko has a guitar academy.
Ah, okay.
So Aanika is a student of the Guitar Academy. Aanika doesn't take one-to-one lessons and is not part of the mentorship yet. She's part of Kiko Lorero's Guitar Academy. And we've actually attended Mr. Kiko's guitar workshop in Helsinki. So that's how we know Kiko Lorero.
Yeah, and it's funny because I actually just interviewed Kiko, and he's such a nice guy and an amazing guitar player. Aanika, what were some of your earliest influences for guitar? Who were some people that you really looked up to?
Yeah, so I used to I still do, but I listen to a lot of metal and hard rock. So like people like Marty Friedman, Paul Gilbert, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, and that sort of stuff. Yeah, they were my first influences.
Well, you've been raised very well. Those are some great influences. And those are actually some of my influences. Even though I'm a bass player, I love all the same people. So how many years have you guys been living in Gibraltar? Where did you come from before that?
Okay, so they're originally from India.
Ah, okay.
It's been 14 years now since we basically started living in Gibraltar, both my wife and I. We work in Gibraltar and we've been there since 2010.
Awesome.
So yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. And Aanika, what's it like to have such supportive parents? You're so fortunate for that.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Like, they get me guitars when I want, and I have a lot of exposure to these kind of things. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we actually talked to, I think now you're working with, is it Tajima Guitars?
Yes, I am.
So yeah, so you must be, I would assume you must be one of the youngest endorsers with them. I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she is the youngest endorsee.
And are you going to be, when you go to NAMM Show, are you going to be performing at the Tajima booth or any other booths?
Yeah, so I will be performing at the Tajima booth. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Aanika will be playing 3 times a day for 15 minutes each day. So it's, I think, 45 minutes a day for 3 days at the Tajima booth. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great company. I think they are based in my hometown, which is Huntington Beach in California. which I think you guys actually went to the Tajima warehouse, right?
Yes, yeah, we did. I mean, we went to get a guitar so I can practice because I didn't bring my own from home. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video you did was really great.
Thank you.
So how did you get started with the idea of making music videos? Was that something you guys both came up with together, or how did that come about?
Well, I think my dad came up with the idea just so like more people can see how I play. And yeah, I think.
So for me, it was very simple. It was, let's document her progress in front of the world, right? And we started this. I won't call it an experiment, even though you can call it one.
That's okay. Because experiment's fine.
It started in I think September 2022. That's when we uploaded Anika's first ever video. And for a year and a half, basically, we kept posting videos, not frequently, but we just kept posting videos. And yeah, she started getting followers, but it wasn't a big number. It was around 500. But they were like very, very loyal followers, right? They would comment on everything. And then all of a sudden, when Aanika turned 11, I just posted this it was an informal video, right? Of Aanika playing the Crazy Train solo.
Right. Yep.
You can see her. Normally, when we post a video, we take a take or two. But this was just me with my phone, Aanika having fun, absolutely having fun, goofing around. And I was like, let's just post it. And that video got 5 million views. It's unbelievable. And that just changed everything.
Yeah. It's funny because I think that many people have had the same experience where they do very controlled videos and they do okay, but then they do a real casual one and people, for some reason, they really connect with that and the spirit of it. Yeah. But I think Aanika too, when you play guitar, you have a very, you can really tell that you really enjoy what you do. And I think that's so important. What do you talk to me about that for you, for the joy for music and expression?
Yeah, so it's really fun, like just being able to express yourself with music. I mean, it's really fun to listen to music as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a great learning experience as well.
Absolutely. Are you going to work on doing some of your own material as well?
Yeah, I will be doing it. I will try to kind of make my own song this year.
That's great. Yeah, maybe get into, I guess there's studios in Gibraltar. Maybe you could get into a studio and do some songs. It would be fun to hear what you come up with.
Yeah, I don't think there are any studios in Gibraltar, but I probably will be recording it at home with my own audio and yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you a chance to really kind of take your time and experiment and all those kinds of things. So moving forward, like you're going to do the NAMM show, and that should be a very exciting experience for you. Are you looking? Are there any other guitar companies, amp companies that you're interested in checking out at the show?
Yeah, there are. So what? So I think I might be going to like the Bad Cat amps, right? Yeah, so I'm seeing Bad Cat amps. I'll probably be going to see the bigger guitar companies as well, like Ibanez, Fender, Gibson, Charvel, and those stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so. I've been going to the NAMM show since 1984, so I'm very old. And the first time I went to the NAMM show, I was maybe 18 years old, and it was like going to the big candy store like Disneyland for musicians, So you're going to be, many people are going to recognize you and they're going to come up to you and want to meet you, I think.
It's going to be an awesome experience, no question. Like you said, kid in a candy store for sure. And we're just going to try and soak it all in and just enjoy the experience for what it is, right? Like you said, the chance to meet her idols, right? From just looking at last year's videos, Matteo Mancuso was there. If you get a chance to meet Matteo Mancuso, Mohini Dey on bass, who's again just phenomenal. The who's who will be there, and even if it's just an opportunity to get a photograph with them or a photo with them, right? That itself is a memory that Aanika can keep with her, and hopefully it'll inspire her to put in the effort like she has been doing, but to continue doing so. So I think that's really important.
Yeah, and me and you have talked quite a bit online, traded messages, and I really love your approach because it's easy to get too caught up and be trying to become famous. And I like that your approach is for her to grow as a musician. And I mean, you're going to become famous anyways, but I think it's good to not have that perspective. It's good to grow as a human. That's the more important thing,
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see your future, Aanika. You've gotten, even since I've known you guys online, your playing has gotten better and better and better. And I think, in a couple of years, it's going to be really amazing to see what you do. Can you tell people how to find you guys online?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram account and a Facebook account at Aanika_Pai.
Okay.
I can spell it
You
out.
also have a YouTube account. She has a YouTube account, but we don't post any videos there. I don't even know what her YouTube account is, right?
Yeah, I think you should, because you can actually earn quite a good income on YouTube. So you should definitely do that. And I was going to say, so it's Aanika, and can you spell your name?
It's Aanika, and my surname is Pai.
Very good. And do you have a website?
A website? No, I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be your next step.
Yes.
as your career advisor. But awesome. It's so exciting to talk to you guys. I'm going to be at the show on Thursday, Friday. So I think hopefully we will meet. I'll make sure you have my phone number, which I think you do.
You have said it.
Yeah. So at least we can meet and maybe do another interview there at the show, or maybe I'll come by Tajima and see you play. And we can get some more video content and get that out there, because I really want people to hear you and hear what you're doing. It's a great, really soulful guitar playing. And I also love that you play with your fingers, which is really interesting to me, because I know Matteo Mancuso is like the king of that. Yeah. So yeah. Awesome. Thank you for joining me, guys. I'm going to put all of your social media links on this episode, and it'll be out for video on YouTube, and it'll be on podcast on Apple Podcasts. I will send you links and make sure everybody can find you, and we'll get that out today, because I want to have it out before NAMM Show.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Can I just give 2 shout outs if you don't mind?
Absolutely.
So the first shout out would be to Tajima Guitars. We would like to thank them for the opportunity, because like we mentioned earlier in our conversation, to endorse an 11-year-old, it's something that not many companies do, right? But for them to go out of their way and say, you know what, we like what this girl does, and then they've actually given her 2 guitars, and to have us here in Los Angeles, right, is something we would never have thought of. So we really are grateful for the opportunity that they've given Aanika. And I also would like to give you a shout out, Mr. Harris, because you've been promoting Aanika on your Facebook page for quite some time now. And the exposure, it is immense. And it means a lot. It means a lot for people to see Aanika performing. She brings a smile to people's face. And then that's something that can only happen by exposure, right? If nobody gets to see what she does, then it's not easy. But the fact that we have you and so many others just promoting Aanika, for that, we are truly grateful. So from both of us, we would really like to thank you.
Well, thank you for your kind words. And it's my honor. And it's exciting just to support young artists. That's a big mission for my show and for what I do as a human. I like to be able to make sure that people, like you said, get heard, because that's so important. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Maybe you get a chance to go to Disneyland. I don't know. It's right there. But it's awesome. And I'll see you at the show.
Thank you. We will see you at the show too.
Okay, awesome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. I would also like to acknowledge Aanika Pai's guitar teacher, Mr. Sumit Ramchandran, for all his guidance, help and support, and of course his brilliance over the last 2.5 years. Without him, Aanika would not be where she is musically. We would also like to thank and acknowledge Aanika's granddad, Loki Pai. He is the only other musician in our family, and Aanika takes immense inspiration from him, and he's the one that gifted her first 2 guitars. So thank you, Grandpa, as well.
Thanks for joining us, and please consider subscribing to our podcast and follow us on our social media pages for guest announcements.